Thank you guys for stopping by again. I've wanted to do these bots. I figure we'll play through all of the beginner bots. We may play through all right in one video. I'm not sure that I'll do that. I may play through a few and then make a new video and do a few more. Or we may do them all at once. I'm not sure. But anyway, the point is we're going to play through these. Like Martin and stuff's not very good. But we'll start with Martin and we'll work our way through them and see what happens. And I'm going to just do this. We'll play, either color. And we want to just see kind of some common mistakes that are being made and kind of what to look out for, because some people are, 250 elo. So, we'll see what happens. So this is the Sicilian. And I'm going to play this. I'm going to play an open Sicilian. And he doesn't take. And I'm not really familiar. So, okay, if I took here and he recaptures, he's going to lose castling rights. Do I want to get the queen off the board in a game against Martin? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay. Well, if you're going to give me another pawn, I'll take another pawn. Okay, this is a peculiar position here, for sure. So, alright, if I take, it's going to damage his structure. So then you got double isolated pawns out here. The downside of that is I'm intending to castle kingside, and you're going to be able to slide over. Maybe you put this down and put some pressure right here. Bishop for a knight. Not terribly fond of that. I could play this and solidify this pawn now. So takes and I just recapture him. That said, he's got two pieces on the board. I've only got one. So, I think I'm going to play this. I think I'm going to play here. And I'm just going to get some pieces out into the game. If he takes me back, so be it. Okay, we've got a check. I could counterattack the queen. I think that I will. Just go ahead and counterattack that queen. And I'm going to get out of the center of the board. Just get out, get the king out of the middle. And I think now I'm going to start pushing into his position a little bit with these pawns. Now that threatens to win a pawn, but I could just drop back. Well, hold on. Let's think about this. If I take here, it's going to force this recapture. I could push and he could step forward. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop back. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drop back. I don't know what this is. Alright. Go ahead and get rid of that. I could take here and break this apart, or I could take here and invite this out into the board. I could also do this and pin him to the king. There's no point in that. That's a pointless move. Let's just get another piece into the game here. Let's just get another piece out here into the game. Okay. It does open my position, but he doesn't have a way to attack it. Now, if I were to take this pawn, then he could potentially find a way to exploit that. If I take and he goes here, I could push, and this actually does put a lot of pressure on his position. I'm going to open it up. Okay. Well, I mean, if you're not going to take it, then what are we doing? If I played here, he could play this. Takes. I don't want to do that. Okay, so what candidate moves? What have I got here? Here and here. I also could bring the queen in potentially. I'm sorry, the bishop. Maybe the queen can get involved here. let's just bring the bishop back. Let's just bring the bishop back here. Martin, my man, what are you doing, buddy? Discovery. Yeah, brutal, man. And now this is just, the wheels are coming off the bus, Martin. Martin, what are you doing, buddy? So, I've got to... No, I do not have that check. I do not have that check. So I'm going to play this. He doesn't have a light squared bishop. This is also going to protect the entry squares here for my king. I'm going to contest the open file. Martin, you're just giving me everything here. I mean, what are you doing? I'm going to take this. Wear up material. Trades are good for us. I mean, trades like that are even better. And he's got 2 pieces left. So I'm just going to take one. I'm just going to have a bite. He's I mean, is it great to trade a rook for a knight? Typically, no. But sometimes when you find yourself in a position like this, the point isn't to say, hey, look, I made it to the end of the game, and I'm +3 material. Well, if you get checkmated, it doesn't matter. If you stalemate, it doesn't matter. The point is to win the game. So if you win the material, you can use the material as you see fit, as you need it. And then once you get into a position like this where you're just overwhelming, you could trade it off. You don't have to take it home with you. So, I have this, which threatens checkmate right here. I don't see a good reason not to play that. All right. If I play check here, yeah, I think if I play check here, he has to go here, and then I made him on this square, right? Yeah. So that's Martin. Just let's see how well we played. Do a quick game review. Played 83%. It's not our best game, but it's okay. It's not terrible. Okay, we'll play this. I seen a Vienna earlier. I don't know anything about it, but what? I don't know anything about the Vienna. So just so we're clear. Okay. Get this out. It's a great move. Fantastic move. Getting your king involved early in the game. It's it's really a great move. I have a check right now. He has to play back or he's going to lose his rook. Let's see if he sees that. He does not see that. Now, I don't have to rush to take this. I don't have to rush to take this. Is there any tricks here? I don't think so. I'm going to get castled and get out of the center of the board. Okay, I could take this. I think actually I'm going to take like this. And this gives me the opportunity to play a move like this, which is going to let me start lining up some pressure on this king here. So, excuse me. All right. If I take here, he still doesn't have this. And then I'm threatening some nasty discoveries. I thought that I was threatening some discoveries. Turns out, we're just going to trade queens. Okay. Nice. Alright, so I have a pawn hanging here, but I think it's more... Well, actually, I could play this and solve both problems at once, right? Or actually, I could play here and fork his other rook. Let's probably just play that. Go ahead and take that. Yeah, he's going to pick up a pawn, but it's not the end of the world. Play this check. Now, this is a really important point here. He has blocked, and he is defended. But I could attack it with a pawn. And if your opponent can attack your piece with a pawn, it's not a great move. So I'm going to play this, and the point is if he takes, he's going to double his pawns. I'm going to lose this piece anyway. So at least I'm going to get something out of losing that piece. So now I'm just going to take this. Now, let's get our knight back. Let's bring him home. I'm going to take here, just put a little bit of pressure on him. And I need to get him back out of here, so let's go ahead and retreat the knight. I mean, are these the best moves? Definitely not. Definitely not the best moves. Definitely not the best moves. He's lined up right here on this. I'm going to play here. And now I just have rooks behind my pawns, and I'm going to push him. He just blunders a piece. Just keep pushing. Push. Check. Now here is actually an interesting moment, because if I play this, he could take, and then he could recapture, right? So here, takes, but follow this on out. This guy then becomes a queen. So yes, it costs me a rook and a pawn, but if he takes, he's going to give up a queen. Not if I play that, though. So let's go ahead and we'll do this. Get ourselves a queen. Now we're up overwhelming amounts of material, so it's key here that you don't stalemate. So checkmate is a good way to avoid stalemate, I guess. So let's see how we played in this game. About 85%. Play the next one. Let's do something a little different. Let's play I don't know what that is. So we'll just play 2 pawns in the center, I guess. Okay, we'll play this, defend our pawn again, get a piece out. Maybe we'll pin. Okay. So there's a line here in the Spanish, or kind of an idea in the Spanish, that if I take this pawn, right? So let's say that I take, he takes, I take. It looks like I've won a pawn. But if the queen comes out, actually I think I could defend it like this, right? But it is a doubled, ugly pawn. So I'm just going to push. I'm just going to push. Kind of locks the center up, but if he's going to give me a free knight, we'll definitely take a free knight. If it's free in the center of the board, I feel like it's rude to not take it. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of pressure here. Now notice also that what the fuck? Okay, I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this, and now I'm going to play this. And I think that this is going to cause some big problems for you. You could take this, because you can't recapture like this, or you lose the rook, because it's pinned. And this is the, you always hear you don't want to open up the H file. You don't want, or I'm sorry, you don't want to move your F pawn. And this is why. This is exactly the reason why. So I don't have a knockout here. Actually, yes I do. I'm lying to you. That's a knockout. Gonna win that queen. I'd love to play this, but his knight defends. Maybe I could play this. That's a check. I'm just gonna get out of the center of the board. Just take away any kind of counterplay. We love free pieces, so we'll do that. And that's also particularly problematic because now it also invites my rook into the game. So I'll play... Let's play this. This defends the bishop. He has an escape square here. I could take this away from him. When he captures here, I would drop back. Could also take here. When he recaptures, then play this, and then get my knight in. I think that's actually how I'm going to play this. I'm going to take here and just try to eliminate any kind of way for him to get away now. I'm making a mating net. So he's got to drop back. Now I think I could play this, and I think this is just going to be a checkmate. Yeah. So there's Fabian. 84%. 84%. So we're not playing terribly accurately against these guys. Computer. I mean, in the 80s, I mean, that's good chess, but considering I'm over 1,000 elo higher than these guys, one would hope that you play better than 82%. But okay, here we go with this business again. I don't know what any of that is supposed to do, but that's what he's going to play. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. Go ahead and get ourselves a big center. He could play that. Okay, I'm going to take once, and then I'm going to play here. He could play the knight out to protect himself. So, yeah, I think, though, that this is still on. Because I think this is the only move you've got. You could play here. Ah. Yeah. But you got that. You got that. How do I add pressure here? I'm going to play here. I'm going to do that. If he takes, he loses the rook. Huh. All right, we can play this. Put pressure on that. He doesn't defend it, so we'll pick that up. You got to be careful not to get your queen trapped here. Got to be careful not to get the queen trapped. Free pieces are nice as long as they're free. But, yeah, now you can just get in the back rank, and now we're just on him like a sweater here. Just going to take everything. He could take... Yeah, that's a problem. Victor... Oh, that's not... Okay. I thought that was somebody telling me that I had played very poorly. That's not very sporty of you. I'm going to take that, get that out into the board. He plays here. I'm going to play this and renew the threat here of bringing the bishop in. If he steps forward, let's get some pieces into the game here. This defends this pawn. I'm going to get out of the center of the board. This game is won, so you got to be thinking about, you know, how could I screw this up? So you don't want to stalemate, and you don't want to just give the game away. This is a problem because you're going to lose your rook. And I think I could probably do this and then just a quick checkmate. I don't care if he takes that because that's mate. So I should probably defend that now. He can have it if he wants it. I'm going to play here. And either one of those rooks back is a ladder mate. So there's one completed. 87%. That was more accurate than our last one. All right, let's see if we can get a more reasonable game out of this guy. Okay, that's reasonable. It's a reasonable move. The Nimzowitsch defense. Very fancy. Very fancy. It's a good idea for me to pay attention. Okay. I think that the principled approach here is to push, but I don't want to get overextended. It's really tempting to push these pawns forward, but then you start talking about, you're overextending yourself. You're not really, it's hard to defend with a pawn, your knights, so I'm not gonna fall into any kind of nonsense here. Just get our pieces out, get them developed. If I pushed that, he doesn't have this, since both knights are now in both knights are out. I'm gonna do this move. I'm gonna play here and just put a little bit of pressure on him, and now I can start to push my pieces a little bit. So here I can take. I'm actually gonna get castled. We're not in any rush. Now that's just a pawn. That's just a free pawn. And we're castled. Don't forget, we are castled. So, if the board opens up, that's good for us. Okay, now this is a good move. It pins my knight to my queen. So if my queen moves, he's going to mess up my pawn structure. The problem for our opponent here, though, is he gives away this check. This is an undefended piece, and it also blunders the rook. So he's going to lose the piece plus the exchange. So a little bit of an oversight by our opponent here. Now this is attacked twice now that the queen has moved. So you want to be conscious of that. Let's go ahead and bring another defender to the pawn. Alright, so now how do you make inroads here into this position? How do you make inroads into this position? So if I push forward, takes, and then I could recapture this way. That's one thing. The bishop, though, could come back, and then, it's not a great situation. Because if the bishop were to come in, then you're going to have, and this, so if I moved here, he could potentially get the bishop down here. Now he's looking at the knight twice. So let's just stop any kind of that. The queen can see the knight, but I doubt that he's going to take it. So let's go ahead and take him. I want to get the board open now. I want the board to open up now. So I could play here. Takes. It gets the piece into the game. Also, this is hanging because of the pin. You see, when the board opens up, this rook is looking at the king, and so it means that this is not actually defending that pawn. Now it's defending the pawn. So let's see here. I could jump into the center of the board. If he came... No, I can't jump into the center of the board because the queen defends. So let's play this. Connect the rooks. Now he's looking at this twice. It's defended twice. I'm going to double up my rooks on the open file. That's actually a blunder. He just free piece, so keep your eyes open for that. Now he's counterattacking me. I'm just going to drop back. No need to try to get cute here. I could play here. Let's get some material off the board. I'm going to double up. I'm going to double my rooks up, and then we can start thinking about where to go from here. That's a problem, because see, that fork hit two pieces at once. So that's a free piece. We take those. We like free pieces and free pizzas. All right, so we're going to take here. That's going to force the queens off. And now, if you notice, the king cannot get in there to defend. If I play check, now let's just slow down here for a second. Here, he's got actually both of these squares to escape to. So I think the easiest way to win here, I think we're going to do this, and we'll just get another queen, and then we're going to start sacrificing material around the king here to open him up. Okay, well that makes our job a lot easier. Now this does lose a piece for sure. This loses a piece for sure. He's going to take, but again, we're not terribly worried about that because we're so far ahead in material now. It's not really, you know, a problem. And actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just sack everything off here. If I played here, he could step out. So, how do we tighten the net? I'm going to play here. He could take this. Play that. I'm going to take back. And I'm going to take that. Okay. So here he does have a legal move. It's important to pay attention to that. And then that's just a ladder made on the side of the board. How do we play? 85%. Not bad. Next bot. Can we get a London? Can we do a London game? Now, this is a reasonable opening. Nothing too crazy here right now. I think this prepares an attack in the center, but again, you're opening up your F pawn. He has defended it, and I'm going to castle. We don't have to get fancy and try to win the game here in just a couple of moves. I could play here and pressure the center. Yeah, I'm going to play this and pressure his position. I'll get the knight out back here. Okay, now here, and he could take me. And normally that's not a good move, but and generally speaking, I would take and bring his knight to the center or to the edge of the board. But then he could jump into here, and you know, so I don't want to do that. If he takes me, I'm perfectly happy with that because it opens the center of the board up. It is going to double and isolate those pawns, but we are worried right now about trying to get to this king. That's the objective now. How could we, as efficiently as possible, how could we get to the king? Giving away free bishops is a start, and it does, you know, you do like to see that. Now here is a check. It attacks him here, and he can't defend. He could drop back, but he still loses the knight. So, or she, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. Just go ahead and get that off the board. This pawn is definitely annoying for our opponent here. If I pushed here, I just lose the pawn. I'm going to go ahead and get my knight in the game. That's the last piece that I have that's not active. So I'm going to go ahead and get him into the game. Here, here. And then this. And then this. Here and here. It gives a piece back, but it definitely creates some space around the king. So here and here, you got that. He has to come back. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Well, okay, that works too. Generally, you shouldn't do that, but we're up overwhelming amounts of material right now, so I think that it'll be fine. What else do I have? I could play here. The knight's defending. Okay. So I have a check. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's just get some pieces around the king here. Here, yeah, let's do this. Just bring some pieces. Bring some pieces to the party. Now our opponent here now is this is good chess. I'm gonna do this to line up a discovery. And, yeah, that just loses another pawn. I think that just loses the knight because it's defended. Is this checkmate? No. Is this checkmate? I believe it is. I believe it is. So there's that. Alani, 84% accurate. We've definitely played worse games. Play the king's pawn again. Oh shoot! No, this is the same opponent here. Play Noel. Play Noel. Okay. Side of the board business here. It's on the menu. All right, so I want to open the board. If I take here, queen takes, or queen goes here, I play that. Queen takes with check. I'm okay with that because I could block with the bishop and then castle, so I'm all right with that. Start opening some lines up here. This is a pretty common theme, just targeting this pawn. That's not a good move because we could just block and now he's got to leave. Can we get a cheap win? Could we get a cheapo? Let's see if we can get a little cheapy. So if I played here, he could go over. Then you play check. He takes. He's putting pressure on my position here as well. I could play this. I could play here, force him to move, and then castle myself, which I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's how I'm going to play that. Go ahead and get out of the center of the board. That's a free pawn. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, did my man just mate himself? No. I don't know what I'm thinking about. All right, so I could play this now. That's a free pawn. Wait a minute. If I take this, he could slide over. And then how does my queen get out of there? I could play here. Could do that. Here, he comes over. I play this. Force the queen trade. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll play it like this. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm not sure that that's actually the move. I think you might be able to sack here. No, that wasn't the piece I was talking about sacking, actually. I like your spirit though. I like your style. Okay. Play back to here. I'm going to play this and threaten to come in on him here. And there. I have a check that loses the piece though. Here and here. Let's play this, it'll defend the pawn. And now let's just start making some problems for our guy here. Does he have a check? Because this is walking into a discovery here. But the problem now is you could discover all you want. I'm going to take that and make a queen. Yeah, so go ahead and do that. And let's make a queen. Now we're pressuring him here. Play that. I think that also drops that. And then I think this is checkmate. So how do we do here? Played a beautiful 65%. Beautiful. All right, we got Oliver now. Are we just playing all white pieces? Let's, I don't think we've played black yet. Let's play a black game. Let's play a black game. Okay, queen's pawn. And we're going to go straight for the center of the board. Okay. The Black Deemer Gambit. Okay. All right. I'll fall for it. I'll fall for it. Now, this is attacked twice, but it's defended twice. I could play here. And I think that I will. That gets my piece out into the board. If he plays here, I can capture. So this just removes a defender of that now. So that's the reason I want to do that. I'm already up. Oh, shoot. He could just recapture, huh? Didn't think about that. Should have. Should have. Didn't, but I should have. I could just take that. Pretty sure I can take that too. Yeah. And now I'm threatening the fork. I'll go ahead and have that. Give me that rook. The old rookerino. And let's get out of the center of the board. Okay. So that's, what a move. What a move. I guess depending on whose team you're on here, you like to see that. Okay. So I could play here and threaten this. I think, though, it's more principled to get... What? Wait. Let me just get out of that mess. That's not under threat, so I'm going to play here because it's defended by the knight. Yeah, if he takes, we're happy to take trades. Happy to take trades. I'm going to double up on the open file. That's defended. That's defended. So let's go ahead and do that. Take the open file. Now this is kind of an end game thing here to kind of think about. When you have a rook and your opponent does not, or even if they do, when there's an open file, the king is going to have to go to one side or the other of that rook, which means he can't come over here and defend any of these pawns. So my king is now completely free to come up here and just start gobbling these up. And that's what I'm going to do, unless he just gives me everything he's got here, in which case, you know, okay. Play here. All right, now I'm going to pin him to the back rank, and I'm going to defend it by this pawn. Now, if I get another pawn back here to promote, it's game over because he's already cut off from the rest of the board. So now this is just game over, and that's the end of the game. So how do we do there? 90%. 90%. All right. Best one yet. Another queen's pawn game. Play a Slav. And play this. And This is all some pretty serious book stuff here. Now, I blundered here the other day, but as I was saying the other day, as you work your way up the ELO ladder, blunders stop looking like, you know, you just park a queen in front of a pawn, and they start looking like this. This isn't necessarily a blunder, but it makes a hole on his side of the board where my pieces can go and cannot be kicked out by an enemy pawn. All right, so I'm going to go here. I think let's go ahead and play this because I'm going to just park in this square. I'm just going to park right in here. So let's go ahead and hop in here. Now, if he takes me, I'm going to jump in. Okay, he doesn't take. I don't want to let him squeeze me to death with these pawns. So something like that, and you're really starting to clamp down on my position. So, and taking away good squares. So I don't want to let him do that. I have... Yeah, let's play this. Let's take away his ability to kick this out. That's nice. It's nice. That... What the hell? I'm going to take this, and then I think I can jump back in here with an attack on that. Now, actually, that's not a great move because it blocks the escape path for my my bishop. So let's get the bishop out of there. It's a fair chance I'll mess around here and lose the knight anyway. But now I'm threatening a discovery. I don't have to play it just yet. I could play here. Which side do I want to castle on? That's a good question. It's a good question. Is there any way that I could induce him into a square where I could hit him with a discovery? I don't think so. I also don't think that's a great move. Let's get out of the center of the board. Let's just get out of the center of the board. Here, 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 here. And then that's a discovered attack. So let's play that. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to open this up. Alright. Now this again, this is what I was talking about the square. I could take this and then just hop right back into here. So he can't afford to take that, actually. So... I think this is where this is going to open up. Now remember, if he takes here, that's going to be a discovered check. So, yeah, and if he takes... Alright, so let's play this first. Now, if he takes here, that's going to lose... See, if he takes, when I recapture, it's going to come with check. That's the issue. So, I don't... Yeah. Now, that's going to be a problem for you. I could go for the queen trade, but I'm going to take his rook. We're going to take that rook. Alright, now he's cutting off the escape for my queen, but he doesn't have a good way to attack it. Here, he could take this way. That doesn't look great. I could shove that forward. Yeah, we're just going to start opening this up. If it means we lose a pawn, so be it. Alright, so this is going to let me park a rook right here. Alright. Okay. That is not at all what I had expected, but here we are. Now this is going to fall. She sees checkmate. Do I? Okay. I do. I do see it. How do we do in this one? 81. 81%. Go ahead and play this bot. Random. Get black again. And we're going to play a birds opening. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. This is definitely not something that I have seen before. Never seen that before. So this is definitely an aggressive opening. I'm going to play this and defend this pawn again. I think that that's the likely move, so I'm going to play this to de-encourage that. Now, if they take here, this is a sophisticated attack here, because if they take, I could take, but then it opens up an attack on this. So this is quite a position. If I played here, then maybe I could come around something like this. This bot is not messing around, is it? Okay, let's play here. It should be solid. It should be solid. Okay. Alright, well, solid is out the fucking window here. Completely out. I'm going to Fianchetto. And let's take back like this. I could go here. I think that I have to. And I don't think that's a great move. That piece is just a monster in the position here. And he gives that away, so that's not good. Played fantastic up to that point, though. Fantastic. Gonna give that away now too, and now we're starting to malfunction a little bit. You gotta be careful though. You know, you still have to convert this position. This game hasn't been won. There's still a lot of looming threats here in the position for me. Okay, now remember me talking about weak squares? That's a weak square. You don't want to let him have access to that. I'm going to take this. I don't really want to give away my dark squared bishop and create dark squared weaknesses around my king. So I'm going to play here. It's not going to be... Okay. That loses the bishop. So let's not play that. Let's not play that. Okay. Takes, and then I'm on the 7th rank. Yeah, let's play that. Let's go ahead and play that. Let's get on the 7th rank. Actually, what if I just play this and pin this to this guy? Okay. Looks solid to me. I'm going to play here. Get this guy backed up a little bit. And he's got a square there. He does have that square. So now we just kind of want to start moving our position forward. Just move these pawns. Just kind of make some progress towards the king. So how do we do that? Well, let's see here. If I push this forward, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's start breaking this apart. Play that. It breaks my pawns apart too. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so he drops back. We drop back. Because he can't come off that back rank. So, and that's how you're gonna win the game. You need to checkmate him, and you're gonna have to get him on that back rank to do it. So, now let's play this. Let's bring the king up. Let's get this pawn, because this is kind of a pain. Now that's defended now. So good luck getting rid of that. Okay, gives that piece away. Now it makes it a lot easier for us. Let's go ahead and gobble up some of these pawns. Okay, we'll just come back. It's fine, whatever. No point in that. We can just checkmate him and get this wrapped up here. That's checkmate. How do we do? 79%. Next bot. Let's get another game. Let's get another white game here. It seems to just pick a color and just stick with it, doesn't it? All right. This guy has never met Bobby Fischer. In case you didn't notice, that's the line there. Okay. So should I play this? This is like a 4-knight Spanish. Yeah. So if I take and he takes, then I play here. Does he still have that in this position? He does. So let's drop back. Let's get castled. And now, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so what is the best? I'm going to start by taking this. Now, if he took me, let's play this. Let's play it like this. He could actually advance that pawn, and that's kind of a pain. But it's okay. It's alright. Alright, so now we could start putting some pressure on this guy. Is it even worth sacking for? Is it worth sacking for? Here, check. He has to block like that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. It's not the most sound move in the world, but it's the move that we're playing. Alright, so if I played here, he could defend that way. I want to put more pressure on this bishop now. That's the name of the game. So, yeah, you can have that pawn. Remember, he's pinned here to the king. So, if I take here, now I'm threatening a discovery. Okay, I guess I'll just take the queen out right there. That's kind of you to let me have. Okay, I'm going to play here, and then I'm going to go and do this. Let's just get in here with him, start putting some pressure on. Play this, attacking that. Play here. I'm going to play that. Alright, so that just blunders the rook. I'm going to take the other rook and that pawn. And how do you convert this? So we're up a full rook and an exchange here at the end of the game. So how do you convert? Well, I'm going to double up, I believe, on this guy. Even if we can only take, well, okay, if you're just going to give me that, then I'll take it. And now it's about just finding a way to back him into a corner. Okay. Well. What's the best move here? I can't play this. Let's play that. Put him in Zugzwang, and then we'll play checkmate. How do we do? 83. It's been awfully consistent in the 80s, huh? Can we get a Queen's Gambit? Can we do a Queen's Gambit? Oh, the England Gambit. England Gambit. Okay. Alright. Play the other knight out. I got a feeling she's going to end up blundering this queen. We'll kick her again. So I could do this and then castle. Might as well. Now let's castle. Now, you've got one piece out in the board. This is a fork, but yeah, so this is actually, this is a fork. But then you're gonna lose your exchange, first of all. So there's that. Now, if he takes, now I have to get this knight out to make this worth it. So how do I do that? Well, how do I do that? It's a good question, huh? It's a good question. I could play a check. If he played here, I would take. Yeah, I think I will play this check. Well, okay, there you have that. You know, looks like after you spend all that time moving your queen around, you wouldn't want to get rid of it quite so easily, but who am I to tell you what to do? So do you take en passant, or do you take like this? I'm going to take like this. Undouble the pawns. He's, yeah. Here come the wheels off the bus now. You don't want to play that and blunder your rook. We're winning, but we're not winning like that. So I could play this. Get that check in. Go ahead and get him out of there and get him safe. Another check. I'm going to play this. Actually, I think I can pin him now, and maybe I'll take that free piece. You got to make sure that you take the free pieces. Yeah, so now you've got big issues. Hold on, let me think. Is it best to take this way? Okay, so this is a check from the queen. Yeah, there has to be a checkmate in here somewhere. I got excited. I don't know why I thought I could take like that. I got this check, which loses on the spot. I got that check, which looks significantly better. Alright. I don't want to blunder the queen. Let's not do that. Fork. Now you could take this. Now you could take that. All right, now you have to watch out for stalemates. So let's just be really cautious here. Make sure that when he moves, that it is with check. Is this safe? Yes. Defended by the queen. Check. And all right, cut him off here. And let's cut him off. Hold on. We need to cut him off 3 times in order to be able to get a checkmate. So we need to cut off this square, and then we need to fill in the middle. So let's play here. And checkmate. I actually kind of worried for a second I may have stalemated her. 87%. She played 80%, so that was... It wasn't pretty, but she did play fairly highly accurate, for fairly high accuracy. Just gives me white again. All right, so king's pawn, and we're going to play this. So I'm going to take the full center. We've seen this before already. I don't like the. I do not approve of the pawn push here in front of the kings. And I think now it's going to end up in a terrible situation. Oh, my. What the hell? All right. So when this guy moves, it's going to open up an attack right here, which I should have been more conscious of before. So I'm going to play... Oh, I hate to block the queen here. Okay. Okay. If I took here, let's take here first. Let's take here to start, and then we can come back and win. See, hit him here. This just opens up more area around the king, but it also gets rid of some of my firepower here. So I should be conscious of that. Now, if I play here, he's got that block. I could play here, but then I've got 2 pieces under attack, right? So here, I'm going to play this so I can castle and remove the ability for here, here. That's check. I think that forces him back, and then I could go here, but then he could come in like this. Then I play here. He's got the potential to do that. Let's get our king out of the center of the board. Before any kind of shenanigans, let's get our king safe. Now we can start thinking about an attack. Here... If he played this, I've got this, this. Let's get the queen in here. Let's get the queen in here. Here, here, here. But then he could tuck back into this corner. And then what? Then he's safe. He's actually quite safe in that little corner there. All right, let's play. Hold on. If I play here, you've got this. I could en passant. So let's play this. Let's play this. Let's start aiming some guns in here. All right. Well, that's takes a lot of the Here. Okay, now actually, here, 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 he could block. Is this the right move? Here, here, check. He blocks. Or here, 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 attacking this guy here. Where would he go? Probably here. I don't want to do this because that potentially lets the queen see that. And I don't want to allow that. This guy's not at all into the game. Forces the queen into that corner. Here, here, check. He goes around. If I pushed, now I'm threatening this, but he could come down and win this pawn. Could also do that and lose my piece. Probably not the right move. We're gonna sack. We're gonna sack. Probably I should have done it with the bishop. Actually, 100% I should have done it with the bishop. Because then I have a knight over there to follow this up with that I didn't, or that I don't have now. So this is a good move. Keeps me from forking them. It's a good move. So if I played here, I think I will play. No, I don't want to do that because then he can just come back around. I need to start trying to migrate some pieces over to that side of the board. This guy here. I think I can come down. Huh. That lets him fork me. I don't want to play that for sure. For sure we don't want to play that. Okay. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this. Okay. Wait. I just blundered. Here. If he captured there. Nah. Getting a little too adventure. Well, now that's a problem. That is a problem. We're up. So let's just simplify this down. I want to protect this pawn. Because in the end game, this is definitely going to be an asset for me. This is 100% going to be an asset. I don't see a good reason to get the well, now, yeah. All right. Here and here, maybe? If I play here and he pushes, then I push, he takes, I can take back. Yeah, let's play here. Let's start working some pieces over here. I don't want to take and separate these pawns. If I push and he takes, I could recapture this way. If he doesn't take, he's in even more trouble. So, alright, so let's play this. Now we've got a discovered attack. Now let's just look at this. If I played here, he could take that. So that is not cool. That's not the move you're looking for. I have this. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop back here. We're threatening the bishop. Threatening to push even further into his territory here. Okay. And then you got that. Alright. So that'll go ahead and wrap that up. Let's take him. We're just going to take everything. Take that. Let's go over here. Go ahead and grab this pawn. Alright, now the king is cut off again, so now we can just go ahead and bring our king and start working our way toward a checkmate. Ah, shoot, I should have pushed forward. Got to keep cutting that king off deeper and deeper. There we go. Bring our king. Don't blunder your rook. And checkmate here in a couple of moves. Alright, and I'm sure that this was an incredibly inaccurate game. 75%. It's not good. Not good. Alright, Santiago. This cat here, he caused me so much trouble when I was a little lower on the elo there. He caused me some problems. That F-pawn business was just terrible to deal with. It's unsound to play, but only if you know how to punish it. Take that. I think that I messed up there. Nice. So where does he want to go? Well, I think we could start by pushing him back. I don't want to play that. Let's go ahead and get him out. Okay. We take those. We definitely take those. I don't really have like a beautiful square for this guy. But I could play that. And it kind of forces you to castle right now. Actually, what if I played this? Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to play this, attacking this pawn. Okay. Let's connect the rooks. This guy's defending that square. So I think, yeah, let's play this. Okay, we like to see that. It's a good sign. I'm going to play this, and I might even sack the exchange. So takes, doesn't really matter how he takes. I could play here. All right, hold on. Let's say that I took and went here. I play this. You could slide around, but or you could actually just step up. So let's not sack the exchange. I'm getting overexcited here. We're getting overexcited here. Let's attack this. I'm going to double up right here. I'm going to double up. So 2 pieces for the rook. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. What could I play? That doesn't work. This works. Force that trade. Okay. All right. For whatever reason, our guy here. Oh man, I messed up. I should have taken with the. Should have taken with the queen there, that last move. Go ahead there. He's cut off. I got to be careful, actually. I can't be doing all the crazy pre-moving here. Because he's still got these pawns that could potentially... Let's do that, and then we can pre-move. And that's a game over. 90% that time. All right. And now we got Kareem. I'm going to play as black. He always gives me a lot of trouble here. Or, you know, he used to. I'm a little higher rating than I was at that point. But play here. And let's immediately strike at the center here. Can't give him everything. Can't give him everything. We're not going to let him just steamroll his way. What in the world is going on here? I played these bots before. I've played these guys. They're not Magnus Carlsen, but this stuff here is just nuts. That removes a piece from around his king, but it does. There is an argument that we're not giving him the opportunity to make any mistakes. So let's give him the opportunity to make mistakes. There's no need for us to rush material off the board here, I don't think. Okay. If he takes, I take, he takes, then I capture back. Yeah, I think that's okay. Actually, let's just open it all up. Let's just rip everything open. Alright, so I got that check. How does he block it? Maybe like that. Also, I have this check. And then maybe even hopping in here. Let's see how he reacts to this check. By giving us the queen. What a guy. What a guy. With friends like these, you know. Alright, rook on the open file. Pressure with the bishop, maybe. to do that. I think you probably should feel uneasy. I think you probably should feel uneasy. I think getting a rook on the 7th is gonna be good for. Oh, Billy, come on, buddy. Well, we got bailed out a little bit on that. We got bailed out a little bit on that. I could play here. Does he have anything to immediately refute that? No, he does not. You don't want to get in here and get stuck. You don't want to get in here and get stuck like one of these knights, but I think I could just play this and then come right in on him. So let's do that. How big of a problem is that for him? Oh yeah, then he could come over to there, right? So yeah, let's play here. Just make sure that we're not blundering the game away. Now, that loses the game on the spot if I play there. So let's just relax a little bit here on that. So he's only got one attacker on the rook right now. I think we could play that. We could attack this guy here. Wait, if I played here, he doesn't have that. He can't step up. He can't stay where he's at, and he can't go here. So isn't this just checkmate? That is. That is checkmate. And that's all the beginner bots. So we may start a series here on the regular bots. I figured this one would go fairly fast. I don't have any kind of a runtime counter or anything like that. I'd say probably in about an hour. So the next ones we'll definitely do individually. But that's the beginner bots. Thank you guys for stopping by. See you all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Thank you guys for stopping by.